6 a.m. you beast. Yeah, we used to go hard. Then I slowly drifted to 7 a.m. and then 8 a.m. is where I've been for about 4 years. 3 years. Hey, what took you so long, Lion Cub? Are you ready to have some fun or what? All right, I had a feeling my date was going to be off, so we have to adjust that really quick and then we're good to go. Because we did time travel to go to the raffle at the end of the month. And then I just never time traveled back because I was just gonna like let it happen naturally, basically. Also, why was it an hour in advance though? Why did it go an hour in advance? That's weird. I don't think there's been any kind of daylight savings stuff since. Yeah, good to see you though, Necro. I hope you're feeling good today. My partner and I just got back into playing the GameCube Animal Crossing. It's something we first bonded over when we started talking. That's so cool. That remembers me. That makes me very happy, and that reminds me of some of the connecting I did over Animal Crossing with my current partner. Boom, 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 boom. I was just waiting for the clock to tick over. There we go. All right, 11:06. Hylian, let's go. I'm just joshing you, Hylian. That used to bug me out as a kid because my name's Josh. The new storage system? Yeah, I did. Hold on, let me go to Deluxe changelog. Yeah, okay, I do have the most recent update where you put the GBA programs to a disk. Yeah, okay, I do have the most recent update. I'm fairly certain. You can now mail your villagers a KK Aircheck song, and they will play that in their house if they have a music player. I think I have all of these updates. I could look at my files on my computer really quick. If I wanna see. Yeah, that's why I updated because of the crash, right? So give me just a second. I'm just trying to get my mouse back. Boom, 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 boom. Ever since I started running my keyboard through this USB hub, I've been having like weird issues with my keyboard. I might have to stop using this hub. I didn't realize it was the hub until the other day. That's causing the problem. All right. What makes this deluxe? Exclamation point deluxe will give you a little bit of information, and then I could talk a little bit about it here in just a second as well. All right, Animal Crossing Deluxe. I'm currently using... Oh no, I might actually be further behind than I realize. Yeah, I might actually be further behind than I realized. I thought I patched that for sure. Here, let me go back to the website and bring it up, and we might patch here in a little bit. Man, I love this music so much. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, let me pull that up, and after we get we'll take a breather once we get going here, and we'll patch and reload here shortly. I'll leave all this information over here. Okay, so. Yeah, I thought because I saw that update. I thought I patched it, but what I do to keep myself in the know is I have the most recent patch files sitting in the folder so I can reference what patch I'm on. That's how I know I'm behind. Robin borrowed my handkerchief and won't give it back. I ought to give that fool the old Bama. All right, we're going to visit Robin here. If you swap the map to the new map mode or not. I'm adding a version to the title screen in the next update. So wait, how do you swap the map? Would that be something you have to do in the settings when you load the game up? Dude, 1.6 made Stardew so easy. I'm almost to perfection on a lazy playthrough year 3. Press L on the map screen. Okay. All right, let me go through my mail here, and then we'll do that. All right, we got our T-Rex cash. This is all of our fossil money here. Either that or you're just getting way too good at the game. You have to give yourself some credit. You're also a legendary Stardew Valleyer. All right, let me see if I missed any messages here real quick before I go forward, because I think I might have. What's up, Caitlin's, by the way? So yeah, what makes this deluxe is if you didn't know, there's actually 5 versions of this Animal Crossing game. About 5 versions of Animal Crossing GameCube that are scattered all between different countries. There's a Chinese one, there's multiple Japanese ones, so on and so forth. So what this game does is it takes all of those versions and smushes it into one version. That's the biggest thing that Deluxe does. All those different regional differences. From there, there's also a bunch of improved quality of life and adjustments made to make it a more modern experience. Yeah. Hylian and the Daza Boys, now I'm unstoppable. It's quite a powerful beard. I've been watching for about 10 minutes, but I've been busy. Yo, what's up, Corey Zek? Welcome in here, dude. You're always welcome to lurk about. Oh, Hylian. What in the heck have you been doing that caused you to neglect your duty to say hello to me? Oh, my bad, homie. Do you clean your room regularly? If you leave it dirty for too long, these annoying little creepy crawlies start setting up shop in your room. The only way to get rid of them is to crush them under your heel. Oh, it's so disgusting. Okay, buddy. All right, let's see what's up with our villagers. Peanut. Peanut was our 15th villager. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So Peanut the squirrel's our final villager. Oh, here it goes, dude. So we have Tangy the cat, Velma the goat, Camel Frog the frog, Peanut the squirrel, Butch the dog, Tasha the squirrel, or the skunk, or whatever she's supposed to be, Midge the bird, Tad the frog, Tabby the cat, Hazel the squirrel, Derwin the duck, Leopold the lion, Margie the elephant, Rex the lion, and Robin the bird. A very, very even group of villagers. We don't have we have 2 frogs, 2 dogs. Like, it's not like we have an over amount of more than one type. You know, usually I'll get villagers, villages with 4 or 5 cats or 3 or 4 dogs. It's all pretty even. We're building Noah's Ark apparently. It's 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Do you think there's a reason why they went from 15 villagers on GameCube to 10 on ACNH? It has to just be limitations of the Switch, right? Pinky moved. Oh, Pinky was our 15th villager, but I forgot about her because she was the most recent villager and now she just moved out. I'm leaving town and I'm not telling anyone where I'm going, but do not worry. I'm off on a grand adventure that's totally going to rule. Wish me luck in my new life. If you download this game for PC, you can apply a mod that has unlimited villagers and everything starts to get a bit messy. A Yuki figure. 13,000 points. I think it would be hard to fit 15 in New Horizons. I agree with that. Yeah, I think it came down to like the size of the map. I think it came down to hardware limitations potentially as well. All right, this stuff I think it needs to go to the museum. Yeah, we don't have the map update. We'll update our save file here in a little bit though, for sure. It only takes a second. You were right about the horse. I deeply apologize for my ignorance. Oh, dude, no, man, it's fine. It only really starts to matter when you get to that min-maxi era of gaming, you know? Stay away from the tents. Is the tents where the crash is happening? Cool. Summertime tents? They only happen on the weekends, so we're okay for now. All right, nice. We got all this stuff to sell because Tom Nook was... $8 a.m. wine? That's fine, right? Dude, yeah, heck yeah, man. It's 12 p.m. somewhere. Get your wine on, boyo. Get your wine on. Sometimes the universe just leads you to your next journey, and clearly our stream today was your next journey. So welcome. All right, let's go check this modern tile real quick. Yo, what's up, Exhaustion? It's 12 p.m. here, so there you go. I forgot we got KK Ska. Yes, dude. Why is ska music so fun? Stop dodging me. My son was able to get FLI earlier this week, and he's been loving it. Oh, nice. Want to join Saturday with some Groves? Yeah, I saw that you were doing Grove Saturday. I might join. Yeah, I saw that post. Thank you. Thanks for hosting that, and I might join. I might join you. I guess it's time for us to get out of the desert in here, huh? I'd say that's a really nice look. We already got a lot of modern stuff going. I'm excited to see what you did to the storage system because holy heck is the storage system kind of dated in this game. I'll keep the spring shirt as my backdrop. We'll get rid of the dreamy shirt. I'd say we're almost ready to start paying off Tom Nook here. Look at these stacks. Look at these stacks. Mom gifted me a handheld blender and I have some fresh oranges. I'm about to make the freshest orange juice you've ever heard of. Dude, I love fresh orange juice, man. Sounds delicious. I remember I went through my juicing era in life. I was juicing everything. Left and right. I was juicing everything. My favorite was orange, carrot, banana. Something about orange and carrot with a little bit of banana to bring it all together was my favorite. But like, you don't juice banana, so you would juice it and then you would blend it with the banana afterwards. Or carrot, orange, apple was kind of dope as well. Yeah. I might be able to join in on Saturday, Genshin Zero. Genshi Zero. I might be able to join in on Saturday. I'll do my best to pop in. I mean, I'll probably be live on Twitch. So if I can't make it to your groves, I hope either way, thank you for hosting. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely interested in those year 900 aging altars for sure. I actually have a couple myself as well, but it seems like you got it covered. But I was going to say in the Discord, if you needed any help, I do have a couple myself too. Those year 900 aging altars. Melon milk. Juicing brought back the memory of the juicer from Corey in the house. Corey in the house. This is where we're at today, huh? Corey in the freaking house, dude. All right. Do I want to buy this furniture today? Yes. What's the date? It's June. Sure. Let's buy this furniture. Corey in the House is my favorite anime. All right, let's go ahead and get all this stuff in our catalog. What up, Sham2? Good to see you, buddy. Legend has it, he can get the juice out of anything. My best friend is moving away tomorrow, and he didn't tell me because he thought I'd be mad at him, and now I feel like I didn't get to say goodbye properly. Aw, Oz. Sorry to hear that, dude. Loving the chat, man. That's gotta be tough. What's up, Chow Master? Like Chow's in Sonic? Are you a Chow Master in my chat? Because I freaking love Chows. Freaking love them. All right, let's check these wallpapers and floors. Round carpet? Let me see. This looks nice. I don't know if I've seen this. This looks real nice. I better tell you my best story ever. It's kind of a nice introduction. It's good that we get to know each other. Okay. It's new? I knew it. I could tell. I'm not going to be able to identify all the new ones, but I could tell, yeah. I'm down. I'm always down for a good story. Gold screen wall. Yeah, cool story Bobs and Robs in the chat. Ooh, nice. We'll take the modern wall to go with our modern floor. Look at us. The HRA is going to be very pleased. Very, very pleased. We're about to buy this umbrella. Yo, what's up, Princess Cold Brew? The reason I have the addiction is because of you. It's actually a bit shameful how much I spent playing. So thank you for vouching for the game. It was absolutely worth it. The girlfriend loves it. Wait, do I keep accidentally clicking on him? I'm not paying attention. Yeah, dude. Thank you, man. I'm also fully addicted to the game. One time I spent $10 on a scratcher and I ended up winning $10,000. After taxes, it was about $7,100. I spent about $400 to myself and gave my mom and my stepdad, my grandma, and many others thank you cards with money in it. This is crazy. I donated to a charity also. I hope my ex-manager helped my ex-manager pay for rent. She still owes me and is probably never going to pay me back, but that's okay. That is insane. I've never met anybody in my life that has made more than maybe 50 bucks, maybe $100 on a scratch off. Ever. Like, that's actually super cool. I'm gonna sell this for now because I don't need it. I don't want that. I'll take the modern wall though. I won 80 once. Yeah, that's super cool. Oh yeah, no problem, dude. Typos are always fine, man. What's up, Tima, by the way? Good morning, Tima. Good morning, Princess Cold Brew. Yeah, we're doing some retro crossing today. I'm so glad to see you excited about it. Yes! We're here for the retro journey. But I've been missing this game. right. Let's drop off. Speaking of scratch offs. These freaking April tickets. I honestly should just get rid of all these old April tickets, huh? Take them to the trash dump. Probably. Sometimes I'll save them for like the next year because I think they're usable the next year. But I usually have a separate town to do that. Now, maybe with the storage system, I can keep them all. Yes. Yeah, they're good forever. Okay, never mind. With the new storage system, we'll keep them. Normally, the way I store old tickets is I store them in a secondary town. And I have the secondary character come and pick them up every so often. And then I go grab them the next year. But we might be able to move on past my old tactics. You know what I mean? My old strategies are no longer as needed. Speaking of the trash dump, let's go check the dump today. What's up, Feisty? I got some really bad news on Monday, like bad enough that I don't want to bum people out. So thanks for being here and giving me some nice vibes as usual. Oh, sorry to hear that. Thanks for respecting our space and maybe holding off on something that could be, you know, in that dumping territory. It's really hard to see those lines, and sometimes you just need to vent. And I think I get it regardless, but I do want to say thanks for that, and sorry to hear about the struggles, man. Appreciate the gifted sub over to Corey, by the way. Corey, bringing him in, badging him up. Badging him up and bringing him in. I knew the name Corey was familiar. I've seen you over in Feisty's chat. Yes, I knew your name was familiar, but I couldn't wrap my head around why. That's what it is. I've seen you over in Feisty's chat. Yoink. Snatch that up. All right, let's go say good morning to Tangy. You've known Feisty for like 4 to 6 years. Yeah, Feisty's a legend. I am emulating, correct. Now I think you can technically play Deluxe on the console if you have the right setup. I think it's technically very playable on like a GameCube or a modded Wii, but I think you just need to have the right setup. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that you could. Are you gonna make a new Tangy Chapel? No Tangy Chapels. I've never made a Tangy Chapel. I've never done anything like that. Sure, I made a room that was dedicated to Tangy, but a chapel, that's going a little too far. I don't know if I really appreciate that wordage. What up, El Rob? Good morning. Good morning. I haven't seen you around. You been sick or something? If you work out every day, colds just flee and tear. Oh, yeah. What's up? Oh, what a beautiful morning. Hylian, let's go fishing or catch some insects or something. We need exercise. I'll do it. Yeah, that's the spirit. But it's not like I need to get good weather to do what I love to do. Nothing stops me. Tad's a legend. All right, let's go say good morning to Tangy. We'll get our money rock. Then we'll save the game. We'll update. And then we'll continue our playthrough today. We got a lot of stuff to catch up on in this village. No, Tangy! Have you not been taking baths? Have you not been taking baths, Tangy? Oops. I just smacked her in the head. Got her. Ugh, I have no idea what you're talking about. She doesn't want to admit it, dude. She's grody. Wowzer, yowzer, it's Hylian, right? Let me see, no sight of you for like 2 weeks now. Well, how the heck have you been? I'm sorry, I have been distant. Don't tell her I'm playing on another Animal Crossing game. I want a job. No. You like that, Hobbs? Peanut spends almost every waking hour fishing, but still hasn't caught even a tiny salmon. Peanut only needs to catch a single salmon to have every kind of fish there is to catch. I don't fish very much, so I've never seen one up close. Have you ever caught one? No. That's good. I haven't either, and I'd just hate it if you beat me to it. Well, maybe I'll just head over to the river and take a look around. She's so cute. I hate her brown dress that she's wearing, though. She's wearing one of the default custom designs, and I hate when they do that, man. I hate when they wear the default custom designs, dude. All right, we have to go say hi to Peanut. Yeah, she's right here. We'll go find Robin. Oh, hey, Velma. Hold it, loudmouth. Who are you to be so nosy this morning? Hey, hang on. You're Hylian, right? You haven't been too pleasant to me lately, have you? Well, I don't suppose I mind all that much. How have you been? What's going on? Hey, Hylian, what an adorable little firefly you've got there. So very cute. So tell me something, you generous thing, you. Would you mind terribly letting me have it? My niece is coming over to play soon, and I know she would adore me if I gave her that. Oof, 2,100 bells is a good offer, but this is for Blathers, girl. Sorry. I beg your pardon? 2,140 bells isn't enough for you? Why, you highway robber. Fine, I'll just go catch one myself. Thanks. In fact, I'll catch a dozen. That'll show you. Yeah, actually, I think you can't get fireflies after June. I think it's a June exclusive bug, right? I think so. So I guess I could. Ooh, it's coming down outside. Ooh, the storm is here. I know it was going to storm today. I bet you it stops pretty quick. Bum, bum, bum. Punchy's the best character, hands down. Punchy's pretty cute. The storm has begun. Zwog! What time is it? I'm so very sleepy. Oh dear me, 1,000 pardons. So terribly sorry. I'm afraid I'm a bit of a night. Ow, yes? Yes, well, by the by, might there be something with which I can assist you? Donate. Okay, oh, I could have gave her the lightning bug. Oh, now I feel bad. Oh, well. That's a mosquito, if I'm not utterly mistaken. How grotesque. I'm rather impressed that you managed to both capture and transport a mosquito here without squashing it. I might have squashed it, just so on general principles, what? So, Hylian, how's your mosquito knowledge? Dude, it's coming down. Were you, for example, aware that the male mosquito can't suck blood? Nope, they survive by drinking plant nectar. Evidently, the female's the vampiric one, and she only ingests blood for the protein she needs to lay eggs. I couldn't care a fig myself. All I know is that the itching that occurs after one is bitten is quite disturbing. Not only that, but mosquitoes are notorious for carriers of all sorts of diseases. You know, dirty, filthy little buggers. But I digress. Hold on, I've always missed your ACGC streams. The villagers are mean to you? I love it. Oh yeah, the villagers in this game are, the way I like to say it, is that they are relatable. Because all humans are emotional beasts who sometimes tell you to shut your filthy trap or call you fat and then giggle at you when you get mad. So I like to, the way I like to phrase this game is that it is more relatable. The villagers are more relatable. Oh dang, we don't have anything here. My voice text officially hates me. What are you most excited for? The Boys Season 5, Megan 2, Happy Gilmore, and the new reboot of King of the Hill? I think I'm more excited for the new reboot of King of the Hill out of the ones you mentioned there. But Happy Gilmore is a close second. Any going-ons? Yes! Yes! Renna is coming back for our second public work project. We are not going to miss this Saturday morning. June 21st, Saturday morning. We are not missing that. We will be participating in that this Saturday. Let's go. I was hoping that she would return. I missed Katrina, which is fine, and I missed another Gracie visit, I think, as well. I was really hoping Renna would come back. Yeah, Bobby's like 23 years old. Ooh, the new bridge. Oh, this is not a good bridge location. Sorry, old man. Kids in their youth. How I envy you little sprouts. My shell's so heavy, just lugging it around is a chore. Oh, but enough about all that. I've got duties. Oh, yepper. As mayor, there's a problem I'm supposed to resolve. What was it again? Yes. Oh, it had gotten under my shell a little bit ago. All right, of course. Several villagers have been raising quite the ruckus lately, saying the town needs a new bridge. So I'm considering building the new bridge somewhere around here, but I just can't decide. What do you think? I'll sleep on it. In that case, I suppose I'd best give it some more thought myself. Measure twice, cut once, they say. But my, aren't we a thoughtful whippersnapper? You're quite the shrewd little human, yepper. If a young sprout like yourself could make a snap decisions like that, we'd hardly ever need a mayor. Oh, my aching back. Shut up! I'm over here trying to talk, and y'all are yapping in my ear. We got squirrel on squirrel crime here. Good morning to you. I'm Peanut. Yes, indeed. So, like, who are you? 'Cause I don't think I know. Hylian, great name. Super nice to meet you, Slacker. I forgot she says Slacker. She's so cute. I think Peanut's actually one of the cutest villagers, dude. I've always liked Peanut. I love Tortimer. Hey. Back in my day. Ooh. Worth? I think this is worth attempting here. Let's go. No design. I was gonna sit. I wanted to sit here. Look at me sitting on this pixelated 2D stump. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. Just let it happen. I love the look of the graphics of the trees in this game. So like being able to sit on it is just like the silliest thing to me. It's very cute, yeah. All right, we're going for it. Boom shakalaka. All right, Robin, give me that handkerchief. Oh, why, Hylian, it's been an age. I thought you had forgotten all about me. Nope, I'm just hoping you'll move. Was that rude? Okay, Camel Frog has it. Of course he does. What's up, Mills? This is the best game in the world. Just don't get stung by a bee. What's your biggest regret in life? that I sold off or got rid of video games when I was a kid. And that I don't have all of the video games from my childhood. Dang it. No lucky stump. We'll try again. That's probably my biggest regret in life. Is the fact that I don't have my original GameCube, which that was out of my hands, but I sold so many games and so many consoles. And in the end, I wish I had it all. I wish I had every single video game I grew up with. Every save file. I wish I had it all. I wish I could just look back. Like, there's so many games, like, even right now that I would love to play that I just don't have. And I have to, like, do work around it or play it on a computer. And it's never the same. You know, playing Sega games are never going to be the same outside of the context of the Sega Genesis itself. You know what I mean? Like, that is probably my biggest regret. If I really had to think pretty hard about it, that's probably my biggest regret. I wish I still had all my old video games. We organizing trees for a perfect town. We're not quite in perfect town era yet. I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm trying to play Fantasy Life. No, I'm not quite in perfect town era yet. No, not quite. Now, what I was doing there was I was planting a golden shovel so I could get a golden tree. And then what I was doing down there by the shore is that now in Animal Crossing Deluxe, you can actually get special stumps, like in New Leaf. And I'm trying to get a special stump for the bottom down there so that I can, like, have a place to sit and look out to the ocean and have it be a special stump. And the rain's already stopped. Bring on the humidity. Oh, Corey Zek. I guess I kind of agree with that statement. I'm going to keep the Firefly. Like, if you have to think pretty hard about your biggest regret. Or on the other side of that, you have so many regrets, it's hard to choose just one. No, my other answer was going to be that I didn't start pursuing my creative journey until I was 29. If I would have started my creative journey when I actually wanted to, which would have been around the age of 25 or so, I would have gotten into Twitch and I would have been one of the only creators, like, on the platform. Like, yeah, like that. I do have a kind of a regret for not getting into content creation as soon as I thought I should have. I was so worried and so caught up in thinking of what society told me was, like, the right decision to make. You know what I mean? You get so caught up in, like, oh, I should be doing this because this is what society tells me I should be doing. When if I would have just if I would have figured it out a little bit sooner, I think I would be in an overall even better position as a creator. That isn't to say that, like, I'm already in a great position. Like, I'm fine. Which is why I didn't mention this as my overall biggest regret. Because it's not. Not at all. But it's definitely one of them. It's like, yeah, if I would have really been true to my heart a little bit sooner, if I would have figured out a little bit sooner to be true to my soul, I would have started content creation closer to, like, 23, 24, which is, like, right when Twitch started. And that would have been a huge leg up because most of the successful creators on Twitch that are, like, big names, they all have one thing in common. Most of them. They've been around since the beginning of Twitch. The Barbarous Kings, the Dragon Fiends, the Fire Dragons, you know, these are just people that I watch. You know, the Auras, the, you know, Cow Carnages, all of them all have one thing in common outside of a few, right? There's some young duns like Kai Cenat who's newer and whatnot. But all of those, like, OG gaming communities on Twitch, Dan's Gaming, stuff like that, all of those names, they've all been on Twitch for, like, over a decade. And it just goes to show you, like, they hit the ground running. They started before anybody else got into it. And like, if I would have just been a little wiser, I would have seen my future and I could have said, you know what? I need to get on this now. But at the time I was so caught up in not doing the thing that I should have been doing, you know? I was broke back then. Yeah, same. Exactly. I was broke back then. Exactly. And like, I didn't have a computer and I didn't have priorities where my money was going. So instead of saving money and buying a computer and hitting it early, I was too caught up, you know, smoking doobies and like wasting my cash and all that's fine. You know, that's not a commentary on that. Like, I don't regret those years of my life. I love them. They built me and made me who I am. But I look back and I'm like, dang, like if I would have just had a little bit more insight and I started even 5 years earlier than I did, like Twitch would have been around for about 2 years at that point, 3 years. I would have been one of those like very early Twitch creators for sure. But I had to figure out how to believe in myself before I could start streaming. Because, you know, how can I expect other people to believe in me if I wasn't believing in myself? So it took a while to get there, but here we are. All right, we're going to quickly save. And we're going to quickly patch a new copy of this game really quick. I said quickly 3 times, so you know I'm serious. you know I'm speaking business here. All right, we'll put this in the old patches folder. And then downloads, we're going to cut this, bring this over to the gaming folder. Paste it here. All right, then we're going to go over to this website. We are going to have to close the game out here in a second. In fact, we'll do it right now. All right, boom. And then I'm looking for the source file. That's going to be here. Patch file. That's going to be here. Apply patch. Dunzo Bonunzo. Now we'll take this old. Delete this. Put this in here.
10 months of perfect beard. How is the beard brother doing?
Perfect beard. What a compliment. What a kind thing to say to me. What's up, dude? All right. We're in. What's up? With that beard's going good today. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, actually. Good timing. Beard's going real good. All right, and just like that, we're patched. Just like that, we're patched. Let's go. Hey, so you're all ready to go out on town? All right. What's up, SYM? Happy Pride, Happy Men's Mental Awareness Month, or Happy Awareness, is it month or day, or I don't know, but either way, shout outs to Happy Pride Month and Mental Awareness Month as well, whatever. I don't know anymore. I can't keep up with all the different months and stuff. I wouldn't know. Where's my, can I create a beard awareness month in September? Is September taken? Because that's my beard's birthday. Dude, now it's raining again. It's Pride and Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Cool. I didn't know that. Beard Etiquette Awareness Month. Yeah. I want that. My beard's birthday is in September. Happy Juneteenth. There's No Shave November. Maybe beard would be celebrated then too. Oh, No Shave November. Oh, you see, I thought November was Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. All right, anyways. Oh, look at that, different maps. Oh, you updated the icons. This is super interesting. So this shows all the dead spots. Is that what this is, right? This shows all the dead spots where stuff can't grow. Is that what this is, right? If I remember what I read about this update, because I try to keep up in the Discord. Those are just dirt spots and bush spots. Okay. Those are just dirt spots and bush spots. Yeah, the tree icon's updated for sure. It's like a more realistic take on the map. It's actually really interesting. It's like way more detailed and actually shows the proper shapes and where the lakes are. I think my favorite part about it is that it shows where the lakes are. I think that's my favorite part about it, is that it properly shows where the lakes are. And it properly shows the actual angle of the bridges. That's so cool. What's up, Biko? I'll be around for a while today. We got a nice hearty stream ahead of us. Can somebody tell me how to patch Deluxe? Last time I patched it, crashed when loading a save. So I patched Deluxe using the website. I patch it using the website. So you go into the website and then you load the source file, then the patch file, then you get a patched game to load. That's what I do personally. Hopefully that helps. The number one reason Deluxe crashes is because turning off cheats in Dolphin. Oh, that's nice. I'll make sure I share that with people. Thank you. That's good to know that there's like a common issue. All right, we have to go find Camel Frog for this freaking handkerchief, and then let's go ahead and get our money rock today, and let's sell some fruit. Let's journey. We got a journey ahead of us here. Forgot Velma moved up here. Do. All right, Camel Frog's out and about. Boom, 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 boom. Why does the stream keep pausing for me? I'm not sure. The stream should be good. Yeah, everything's smooth. I mean, it is raining outside. It is storming. And there could be like a little bit of turbulence with my connection. But otherwise, things should be good. No, we haven't. We haven't done a knuckle in a little while. I do miss doing knuckles. We should try to do more knuckles. The wishing well can now be rolled as the Japanese shrine, which is why we redesigned it and named it the Plaza. So what you're saying is that when you start a fresh save file, you can get the shrine or the wishing well. It just depends. Is that what you're saying? That's cool. Hey, what's up, Belbun? You're not a fan of Velma? It's you again, Tan Hut? Yeah, so, what do you want? I'm picking up. Here's Leopold's handkerchief. I never should have kept it for so long. My bad. I'll send a letter apologizing to Leopold, but you can throw in an extra sorry in for me when you return it. Or can you, he said. Okay, well, that's all I have to say. Get a move on. For some reason, Camel Frog with the Rocco voice is like killing me. I can't, dude. It's killing me, dude. Rocco's voice. No, Rocco the villager from Animal Crossing is one of the first voices I did on stream way back in 2020, and he's a big rhinoceros, or sorry, a hippo, a big hippo villager. But Rocco's voice in Modern Life, Rocco's Modern Life is a dope call out, by the way. I do love that show. Hylian, I did it. I got the Roast Legend Plus. I made a rank 5 Marco shop and can buy Trip Appliques. Wait, what does the Trip Appliques do again? Or Appliques? I don't remember what it does. I know it's important, but I don't remember exactly. Oh, I'm looking for Leopold. It's the item drop rate. That's so nice. Yo, Lion Cub! So, what can I do for you? I don't have a voice for Leopold yet. Delivery! Yo, congratulations, Tyro. I'm so stoked you brought this back for me. Thanks, Lion Cub. I've got to do something to repay you, so I'm giving you this furniture. Looks like the hard work does you good. Sure does, especially when you're hooking me up with furniture. A sawhorse? More like a sold to Tom Nook horse. I don't want that trash. If I were to paste the 30,000 bell code, I guess that message would get ignored and maybe even deleted. I certainly wouldn't delete it. But I don't plan on using it. No, not myself. But I don't mind when people use it at all. Yeah, you guys play video games the way you want, you know? That 30,000 bell code is very useful for those who are looking for a little boost. I know I'm good personally. Now, I think I will attempt to use... I think in the past I have used codes for like Mario items and stuff. I don't know, I'm sure I've had a playthrough where I've used all sorts of codes. I just don't remember. Hey, what's up this morning? I think maybe it's been about 4 weeks since I saw you, cool cat. Yeah, I didn't visit Rex the last time we came online. A whole lot of nothing's changed for me, cool cat. That kind of bites. Yeah, so what did you need me for? Need any help? If you don't you think it's been raining a lot lately? I think we've entered the rainy season. The question is how do we stop all this rain? I know. All we have to do is wait for the rainy season to end. Very insightful, buddy. Yep, you got it all figured out over there. Oy vey. No, I do not use the HD texture pack personally, but not that I have anything against it. I think it's compatible with the Deluxe Edition. I think so. I can't remember. I know we've talked about it, but I'm not terribly interested in it myself for the Deluxe Edition because I think I don't know. I know when I read something stopped me when I first loaded up and I said, you know, I'm just going to showcase the original version. So maybe there is a compatibility thing or something. Regardless, I have used the HD texture pack in the past, and it's a beautiful treat. If you haven't used it before, it's a wonderful treat. It really is. So the game certainly gets a nice glow up with the HD texture pack. It's the last time I checked, it wasn't fully completed. And they were mostly working on villager textures because everything else was pretty much done. And this was years ago. Some of the villagers were the only things that weren't finished, so I'm sure it's come a long way since the last time I've seen it. They released a new update in May. Nice. Yeah, I haven't turned it on. Maybe we'll check out the HD texture pack here in the future. Yeah, maybe we'll activate it just to see how far it's come along. I think we already got this here. I think we already got this here. Just looking for my money, Rock. But men aren't at all that sophisticated when it comes to floral stuff. So would anybody be able to give me some advice? Well, I will say, I don't think your comment was at all intended to be harmful or anything. So, you know, but I will say that I actually know 2 men florists in my life. One of them moved on and one still is a florist. And a pretty knowledgeable bloke. I'm a big fan of flowers myself too, but I don't know much about the growing or the, you know, I don't know anything about it outside of my favorites and looking at them and going, ooh. So, but fun fact, you know, I actually do know 2 male florists. I have known them in my life. But regardless, as far as helping you out with that issue, I'm not sure. I dehydrated a marijuana leaf between the pages of my Twilight Princess guidebook, and it worked pretty well for preservation. And that's about it. What? It did. I was the first plant I ever grew. I was 19 years old and I grew 2 plants. They were bag seed, literally seeds from the bottom of some swag. So we planted them and I named one Melanie and I named the other one. It was Melanie and I don't remember the other name, unfortunately. Melanie was obviously my favorite. And I would sing to them. I would read books to them. I would hang out with them. Eventually they grew and produced actual marijuana, which I was so shocked at that age that it worked. And then to remember the occasion, I trimmed a big leaf off of each of them and put them into a book, and I preserved the leaves. I had the book for years. The last time I checked, the book is still in the basement at my mom's house, but I don't know. Did the waxes in the leaf damage the book? The last time I checked, no, it didn't. There might have been some damage I didn't notice, though. You know what I mean? But again, it has been like a long time, so maybe by now, yeah. The stoner equivalent of saving your first dollar. Tay doing Disney? That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, the guidebook for Twilight Princess, the gold leaf paged guidebook, the hardcover guidebook for Twilight Princess was gorgeous. If anybody has it, you know what I'm saying. It was a gorgeous book. And that was the book I chose to save those leaves. There is a Discord, yeah. Exclamation point Discord will lead you to the Deku Scrub Den. Are you sure it wasn't a special edition of Twilight by Stephanie Meyer? No. Sorry, unfortunately. Such a devoted plant dad. Yeah, what's up, Willow Bean? Good to see you today. Ah, dear Hylian, how's your afternoon going? Nice, nice. You'd think you could have given me a nicer greeting after not seeing me for 3 weeks. She's pissed, dude. Well, I suppose I'm glad to see that you're doing just fine. Care to chat? You're still collecting furniture, are you not? I've got something here. Something quite intriguing. Are you interested at all? I'm willing to sell it to you, but let's make it fun. Now, let's see. First, decide if you'll pay 3,000 bells for improved decor. Sure. Well, aren't you courageous? And quite the high roller. I shall now announce the item. It's a pear dresser. Well, is it as good as an investment as you expected? One way or the other. Enjoy. Teehee. Come see me next time if you need me to lighten your financial load. Not quite worth it, but Can we follow up with mom on this? I mean, maybe. I haven't chatted with. I'm not a connected with that side of my family much. So I don't know. I don't know if my stuff still exists. I like to think it does, but I also grew up in like a very spiteful home, and I would 100% not be surprised if everything I left at that house got thrown away. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So like, I'm not sure, maybe. Which all I left was like some, ooh, nice, a new catch. All I left was some drawing books for some old drawings I did, my graffiti art notebooks, my 2 old brick Game Boys with no games, some art that was given to me, and all my book collection. And then maybe some clothing. I didn't leave too much, so. What website do you use to patch AC Deluxe? Yeah, it's linked in the how to install message in the Deluxe change log. Thank you. You'll find it all the way up to the top of the page or maybe in the pins. Oh, itchy eyes today. Yes, I don't know. I like I said, I'd like to think that that stuff still exists, but you know, who knows? I don't really care. I didn't do breakfast today, unfortunately. What did I eat? Did I eat something this morning? No, but I do have a banana with my name on it. I do have a banana waiting for me. Sawhorse, cherry. Oh, speaking of storage, we haven't checked it out. We just patched. Let's go back to our house real quick. And let's go vibe. Let's go see. What's up, Midnight Scout? Good to see you back in here. Tangy. Got a job for me, though? Dang. Bum, bum, bum. My partner has the day off, so he woke me up early and surprised me with donuts. Yo! I haven't had a good donut in a long time. Oh my gosh. Animal Crossing GameCube with storage. You're effing kidding. My whole life has been changed. What the heck is this? So I'm assuming it's like Wild World in that it's just all your storages are connected now. Swap with L when you have an item. Thank you. Sick. Sick. Oh, this is Craigasmic. I can't express enough how absolutely this insane this is. Like, I try not to be too, you know, gatekeepy in that sense. Oh, wow. It puts your music in here from KK Slider's CD player is in here. From your CD player. Because that's currently playing in my house. It's because you updated. Ah, I see. Okay. So that was just a part of the update. How do you say casualty? The casualty of the update. That happens. Right, it only happened once. Right. That makes sense. Frick, my hands are just absolutely. I need to go sell this stuff. I was just about to say, I get an extra song, don't I? I was just about to say, did it duplicate my music? It might have duped my music. Frick, my phonograph is bugged out. Well, there you go. There's a new project for you. It's not bugged, I don't think. KK Ska's already in it. Can I just press play? View my library. Oh! So the song in my storage is just extra, and now I can mail it to a villager, and we can get them to change the music in their house, which is also a new deluxe edition feature. Cool. We'll do that. We'll try that out. Yeah, that's dope. How is it deluxe? Exclamation point deluxe. Yeah, check it out. It's a fan-made version of this game. Dedicated to taking all of the different versions of this game across the world and combining it into one experience. So there was 5 versions of Animal Crossing GameCube. Chinese, 2 Japanese, an American, and I think there's like 1 more. Either way, there's like 4 or 5 versions of this game. Europe, I guess. And it takes all of those versions of the game and it kind of brings them into a point. Then on top of that is a bunch of quality of life. A ton of quality of life. Stuff like being able to go visit the island without the Game Boy Advanced. Think about that. No longer do you need the Game Boy Advanced to go to the island. Right? So it's a lot of quality of life. Really kind of bringing together the definitive way to play Animal Crossing GameCube. I said it from the very beginning, and the more this project gets worked on, the more I realize it's actually true. This is the definitive edition of Animal Crossing GameCube. This will become the ultimate way to play Animal Crossing GameCube. Outside of like maybe Nintendo themselves releasing an updated version, because it's always nice to play official stuff. This is slowly becoming the definitive way to enjoy this game, and like this would be my recommendation for any players to enjoy the game would be check out the deluxe edition, right? Of course, there's always room for nostalgia and the originals. I'm not saying this is going to replace the feeling of loading up Animal Crossing GameCube on my original GameCube with the disc. That's never going to be replaced. That's a very special and separate thing. But when it comes to experiencing everything that this game offers, everything that we missed in America because of the 3 Japanese versions, the 1 Chinese version, they were all different. If you wanted to truly experience everything that we should have been able to experience in this game, you're going to want to play the deluxe edition. That's what I mean when I say the definitive version of the game. Yeah, it's a treasure. Yeah. That would be so dope, right, Cozy? Oh my lord. All right, let's go. Let's go try to find the rest of our fossils so we can go hang out with Blathers. Chestnuts are the only fruit at the moment. Okay, we haven't seen chestnuts yet, but they've been talked about. They're in the game. You can put furniture, bugs, and fish in storage now as well. Oh, hell no. All right. Now you've all up gun and done it. You did not just say that. I can put furniture inside of furniture. Wait, so that means I no longer need ground storage. We've evolved. We've evolved past ground storage. I repeat. We have evolved past ground storage. Boom, 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 boom. What is your opinion or chat's opinion on Red Dead Redemption 2 online? I've only ever played Red Dead Redemption 1, and I found it to be a pretty enjoyable experience. I never went back to it, and maybe one day I will. There's literally almost 10 times the storage space for furniture for future expansions. Grab this. And the island house is completely separate shared storage. So the island house can be used as a completely separate storage. So maybe that's where I would actually store the tickets, because I don't need those immediately. And then on the mainland is where I would have my immediate storage. That's kind of how I'm wrapping my head around this now. So this stuff we might want to send this stuff out to the island, which we can go travel to now with ease, even though I still have my emulator set up to activate the Game Boy when I load it up. Like it's loaded up right now. What's up, Daisy Cat? All right, so this will be plants in nature. We'll throw some furniture in here. Oh, this is a beautiful thing. Hope you're doing well today, Daisy. What's up? My cats told me that they needed water. You know how they told me? They knocked over the huge water thing. So I picked it back up. My cats are slurping away. Yeah, they'll let you know. The cats will let you know for sure. I need this. I want your attention, and I'm gonna get your attention right now. How am I gonna do that? By knocking ish over. Wait, hold on. Now that means I can, dude, this changes my literally 20 years of playing Animal Crossing, and Deluxe Edition just changes everything, man. It's crazy. I'm not being over dramatic or anything. Like, I have systems that I've been doing, systems I've had in place for like years now. Like, you always have to create new villagers so that you can store gyroids in their house. Right? Like, that's like a big one. And then like, you create new towns so that you have access to more storage in different towns. And like, I have all these like systems that I've had in place to make this game more efficient, because I've played the heck out of these games for so long. And it's just like so interesting to sit down and say, well, now I guess I could do this. And well, I guess now I don't need to make a second character. Not really. I couldn't think of a situation where I would need a second character for like a very long time. Like, it's actually really cool. All right, this will be our gyroid storage. Having gyroids in your house decreases the value of the HOA. No. Gyroids are worth 800 points each, or something along those lines. I think they're worth 700 a pop. So, in theory, the more gyroids you put in your house, the higher your score goes. Yeah, they're no matter what, no matter the gyroid. If a gyroid's in your house, it's a flat like 700 points or something like that. I think I'm pretty accurate about the number, but I'm not sure. Yeah, 828. Yeah. I was gonna say 800. Yeah, just a flat number. No matter what, you always get that number from a gyroid. So sometimes gyroids can be nice. Now, here's the truth though. If you're trying to min-max the point system in this game, which I have yet to do a ton of, which I plan to do on stream someday, really it comes down to full sets and themes and understanding sets, themes, and then what's the other word? Series. And you just have to find the perfect combination of sets, series, and themes to balance to get your points as high as possible. So in theory, over time, gyroids might not fit in a really high rated house. I've experienced that. Whereas like after a while, those 828 points don't really like work out well when you could replace that spot with a tree, a plant, that when you have 3 of those plants, you're getting bonus points. So yeah, gyroids definitely aren't like going to carry you into victory. I think there's only so much space in your house, and you're gonna eventually have to choose between gyroids and sets, series, and themes. So yeah, I don't think gyroids are necessarily a good tool for getting really high points. I think you'll end up replacing them, but you'll just keep like a little bit of them here and there. Talking about gyroids right when I spoke to Coco in my game. What's up? How you doing, Mimi Mimikyu? Blesses for the end of a Thursday. Blesses for the end of a Thursday. Welcome back. Good to see you, buddy. I don't think we found our money rock yet, right? No, we haven't. Where's our money rock at? Good afternoon. Still good. Need help? Dude, Tangy's not giving us work today. We probably got to write her a letter. I borrowed some sewing equipment from Mabel and Sable yesterday so that I could design a nice pattern. Did you know that they'll loan you their equipment? I've rented it. Whoa, so you've borrowed them? I don't have a Game Boy Advanced. So I just use their equipment at the store. Oh, I wish I had a Game Boy Advance and a Nintendo GameCube Game Boy Advance cable. Ad. Yo, Hylian, I thought you said you didn't run ads in this channel, homie. Dude, what a liar, dude. Good luck going back to the old way if this pops up on NSO. I'll be fine. Muscle memory dies hard, you know? That is a funny point, though. I'll keep that in mind. Be right back. Going to buy those from Nintendo right now. Got 'em, sucker. Stinking Tingle Tuner, dude. I know. And the Tingle Tuner content was so cool, too. Love the subtle plug by Nintendo. Nintendo was shameless, man. And like they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like they know what they're doing. They know they're marketing to kids. Like they know some kid's gonna be playing this game and they're gonna be like, Mom, I need a Game Boy Advance cable to Nintendo GameCube, Game Boy Advance. And it's like they know these kids are gonna. There's our money route. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. They did the same thing if you talk to the NPCs around Thousand Year Door. Did you enjoy Thousand Year Door, Toad? I never got the chance to ask you. It's one of my favorite games. I was so happy you were playing it. Wine cheers. Oh, you didn't mean that kind of wine. My bad. Yo, what up, iced coffee? That is a Dharma dragonfly, if I'm not utterly mistaken. How grotesque! Blech. Hylian, have you ever peered closely into a dragonfly's eyes? Blech. Ghastly, really? Ghastly? What about Haunter and Gengar? I did see that, Dazabound. I did read about that. Yeah. And you want to know the worst part? So listen to this. This is, again, it's the misinformation era, man. So, funny fact, somebody came into my stream and they were like, did you see about how somebody's Switch got completely blocked with no reason at all and bricked? Well, guess what? Literally, I think hours later, the person who posted that on Reddit came clean and was like, actually, that's a lie, and I was using modded software and stuff, and I was doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. So they posted that Nintendo the bad guy attacked me, just to full blown out lie and create a bad narrative, to come out a couple hours later, actually, I was doing bad things and I kind of deserved it. I'm an idiot. Where it's but people read that first article and they go running to talk about it. Oh, Nintendo, look what they did. And it's like, actually, Nintendo didn't do anything wrong. You did the thing wrong because you shouldn't have been tampering with the device. They said, don't do that. Now, this isn't a conversation about the rights of our content or whatever, because I'm a firm supporter of preservation and being able to mod stuff. But the point is that isn't that so convenient that, oh, they left out that piece of information for a couple hundred internet points? You know what I mean? Like, it sucks, dude. It's like, it's so frustrating, you know. And this is the era we're in right now, where anything you hear on the internet needs 12 hours to fully cook before you go sharing the information. And if you do share it, it should be shared under the consensus that it's fresh information and it could be false. You can't. Like, nowadays, you can't read an article and go, oh, you have to pause. Like, I just saw this happen at National Geographic, literally just put out an article that was like, research says that 80% of cannabis users have a higher percent chance of cardiovascular errors and heart issues. And that was this headline with National Geographic. Well, it comes to find out that actually the literal science said none of it is conclusive. None of it's based off of any facts. They haven't actually been able to collect enough data to actually analyze anything. Like, for example, if somebody were to be using tobacco leaf to roll their marijuana, and it was all a bunch of BS, and they just decided to put out this article to get clicks. Meanwhile, people are reading it and sharing it like, see, I told you, weed smokers. when there hasn't been any research that's conclusive at all, and this is the very beginnings of the research. And it's like you can't everything you read nowadays, you have to read through the lens of, has this been verified? Should I wait 2-3 days before I share this information? Because instantly you'll start to see, oh, okay, actually this has been fact checked. This is wrong. It's like, oh, it's so ridiculous. You really just, I sound like such an old man. Like, you really just can't believe anything nowadays. It's like, holy heck, dude. Everything is just clickbait, man. It's so terrible. People posted news that AC game code was 100% decompiled, and people started calling me and them liars because they didn't know the difference between 100% done and 100% game code. Yeah, it's like, calm down. Like, holy heck. You keep the money. 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 Huh? Oscar, you keep the money. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Thank you so much, Shy Chai. Loving the chat, dude. We got to support the supporters. Thank you, man. Oh my gosh, booty cheeks. What the heck? I like how people still talk about the Switch 2 games costing $90, even though that was never true. That's so funny. You just butthurt. Yeah. It sucks. It sucks. I've been playing through Ocarina of Time. It took me so long to figure out what to do with the rumble hidden things. So wait, are you playing like OG Ocarina of Time? How does that work on the Switch version? Does the Switch version have the rumble rock? And does it work like it would just in the original game? Because, I mean, there is rumble in our controllers, right? Oh, thank you, Corey. I appreciate the thought, buddy. Yeah, I appreciate that. Little snot-nosed jailbroke his Switch and didn't think to mention it. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Not everyone realizes how bad that can be, right? But... but still, regardless, snot noses are gonna snot. Snot noses are gonna snot. Just gonna take a moment to say thank you for hanging out here today, everyone. We got a nice and spicy YouTube squad relaxing with us. And I appreciate all y'all hanging out on Twitch as well. Thank you very much for being here. And good morning, everybody. Good afternoon at this point. We're easing into the afternoon. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can donate something here. It's 9 a.m., bro. PS Tears checking in. PS Tears checking in. Nice, the Apatow tail. That might be the Apatow might be finished. At long last, the Apatosaurus is complete! Tremendous, striking, massive in every sense of the word. Who I say, hooty hoo, what a truly glorious find! My cup runneth over. Now, let me see here. Where shall I begin? Apatosaurus. It lived in the late Jurassic period and was a member of the diplodontic family of long-necked sauropods. You may be more familiar with the name Brontosaurus, though that is a separate species of the same genus. It grew to some 70 feet in length and had a small head, a long, thick neck, and an amazing whip-like tail. What? Koraka! A whoopusha! Oh dear, awfully sorry. I was envisioning myself with a massive tail. Ooh. You have our deepest, most profound gratitude. But this is my kind of nerd. I know, dude. right, nice. We can go in and mail this out. And then let's go ahead and mail Tangy some KK ska music and say what's up to Tangy. Big head blathers. Baby big head blathers is right. Yeah, welcome and follow. Good to see you today. Enjoy the lurk if you're lurking, and jump into the chat if you'd like to say hello. She said hi to me. She waved to me. I forgot they could do that now. She said, hey there. Cute, dude. Yes, talk about timing. I was just looking for someone who could do me a favor. I have this friend named Margie who's been hanging out on my Pokemon Pikachu forever. I think maybe Margie forgot about it because none of my hints seem to have worked, and I am not subtle. I hate to ask this, but can you go talk to Margie and, like, get it back for me? Oh no, I said no. Oops. You gotta be joking. After you agreed to do it? That's pretty lame, don't you think? Frick. I've been playing too much Fantasy Life and my buttons are all wrong on my controller and just whatever. It's all excuses. I failed you, Tangy. Bastard. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Don't guilt trip me, chat. Well, she's moving out tomorrow. Nah, Tangy will understand as soon as I send her this hip new KK Slider album. Yo, girl. H Des Smug 1. H Des Smug 2. No, I'm just kidding. Hello. I gotta remember how to switch. I gotta do it manually. Yeah, I gotta do it manually. There we go. That's the only thing I didn't plug into my keyboard. Have you ever heard of Toda Keki? How do you spell his name? Is it Toda Keki? That's right, yeah. Of the musical sensation Toda Keki? Oh, do I not have question marks plugged in either? Oops. She's gotta know that name, right? She's gotta know it. I saw him perform live and picked you up. I think she'll understand picked you up. You purchased, picked you up, sure. Picked you up. She's gonna get so confused by this letter. Picked you up in air check. She's gonna be like, what the did you just say to me? And she enjoy. Bought? I know I was gonna use the word bought. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, there might be a better way to word my thoughts here. Please send fruit. Yeah. I'm just gonna say the word fruit after this, and maybe she'll understand. Fruit. As long as I say the word fruit somewhere in the letter, maybe she'll hook me up. Yeah. Fruit. If you get an apple tomorrow, you're welcome. Bro, I'm almost wheezing. Oh, we can do multiple at once. Gotta remember. Yo, what up, Crummy? Dude, good to see you in the chat today. Welcome in. We're talking about Tamagotchi Plaza later this month. We'll be checking out Tamagotchi Plaza, even for just like a day or two. I don't know if I'll commit to it. I don't really know much about it, but I'm definitely excited. Is Crummy a character from Tamagotchi or something? Is that why we're saying this? Oh, the song changes immediately. You don't actually have to wait for the mail to be delivered. That's really cool. So, you know, back in Wild World and City Folk, you could mail furniture, wallpapers, and floorings, and they would actually change that stuff in their house, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not wallpapers and floorings, but for sure, I remember interacting with my villagers in really weird ways. Oh, she doesn't have a stereo. Frick! I was thinking of the Apple TV. All right, well, we'll get her next time. I completely forgot about that. All right, I need to go visit Margie. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, it's been a long time. You know, Hylian, I think you've changed a bit since I last saw you. Oh, nice. I have. Give me work. Oh no, I said no to her. I don't have a job. She wants me to get her a bug though. Okay, we can do that. Sure, we'll do a job for Margie. I guess that makes up for the fact that I dropped the ball with Tangy. Chat's never gonna forgive me or let me live it down. My nickname is just Crummy because I love cookies. Cookies make crumbs, and I'm crummy at video games. Nice, I like that. I honestly really appreciate that explanation. Sometimes I'll call people a crumb bum, as if there are a crumb that's stuck to a bum. A crumb bum? It's one of my favorite insults, actually. How dare you treat your queen like that? Can't believe you forgot Tangy. Wouldn't that be a bum crumb? Yeah, but crumb bum sounds better. Bum crumb doesn't really roll off the tongue. You got to admit. Oh, you're a right bum crumb. Like, right? Like, that doesn't sound good. But if I go, you freaking crumb bum. Now that sounds good. Got to admit, right? It's all about how it rolls off the tongue. Yeah, how you doing, Belladonna? Oh my gosh, Druck. That's adorable. My nickname as a kid was Dingleberry, so we're not too far off, are we? Your daughter and I? That's what my dad called me growing up. Come here, you little Dingleberry. and Booger. And Booger was my other nickname. Crumb Bum is cute. I thought so. Were you naked eating or something? That's another layer of concern for me. You mean you've never laid naked in your bed and ate saltine crackers? Or crumb cake? Or any other super messy food? Oh, just me? Oh, well, never mind. I said anything. I got a mop. What's up, Midnight Scout? What did I return to? My bad, my bad. I was oversharing again. Boom, 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 boom. A mop to clean up those crumbs. Do people just lay around naked? How you doing, by the way, Ruby? It's been a little bit since I had a chance to say hi to you. I don't know, man. And I don't think any of us here want to know what your clothing preferences are, all right? You keep that to yourself. Crumb cake in your bed? I know, right? Like, I would get so mad if somebody did that. I hate crumbs in my bed, man. Now, it's happened because, like, for example, in my last apartment, we would hang out in my bed in my bedroom, like, perched up against the wall because I didn't have any other options until later in the relationship. And there was a time where we were eating food and my lady friend got crumbs on my bed. And I was just like, how dare you? How dare you? Bed crumbs are unavoidable. Unforgivable? Unforgivable. No food is allowed near bedrooms. Same with my office nowadays. I don't eat in my office anymore. I like ruined my last mouse pad because I kept spilling stuff on it. And it had like little grease stains and stuff all over it over time. I'm like, dude, I'm not eating in my office anymore. I just won't do it. Wow, you pissed off Tangy? All right, you're out. A Victor, get her out of here. Get Velma out of here. You looking at that bug? Yeah, you're not looking at that bug anymore. You're bugging me. I had someone spill an entire bowl of tomato soup in my bed right after I said that's probably not a good idea. Sounds like they may have made a mistake. Yeah. We have the early bird ordinance intact. All right, let's go for 148. Nice even number there. Not curry. Oh, because that would never not smell. Yeah, like curry's the worst, right? Because like that would never not smell. You would be smelling curry for the rest of your existence with that mattress. You're never getting that out of a mattress. That sucks. Oh, you can't put money in here? For some reason, I thought you could. It's okay. We'll just drop it back on our living room floor again. I understand that, Dazabound. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to avoid. I've just started creating spaces to where I don't have to anymore. Like now I have a dining room table and like a set of stools for it. You know what I mean? So I've just been like purposefully setting up spaces in which I could go eat somewhere else. I haven't fully avoided eating in my office, I'll admit, but I'm trying. I'm gonna stand up and stretch real quick. All right, I'm gonna consider, you know, recommend anybody get up and stretch your legs if you haven't already. That's always a good practice. Of course, you could say, no, Mr. Streamer, don't tell me what to do. I am just some dude on the other side of a computer screen. I'm gonna leave some Rainbow Road on, and I'm gonna get up and stretch. I'm gonna get some more water, and I think I'm gonna grab that banana, and we're gonna dive into some more ACGC Deluxe Edition here this afternoon. All right, I'll be right back. See you guys in just a sec. Show me your best dance moves, chat. Strawberry grass. Oh, oops. Sorry. You didn't miss much. I talked about how delicious my banana was for the past 4 minutes straight. I went into detail. I talked about how it tasted on my tongue. Everything. Yeah, you missed 4 minutes of banana deliciousness. TMI. Best banana ever. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast here today. If you're tuning in for the first time, I just want to say thank you for being here. I believe in you. And thank you for believing in me. If you're here, whether you've been here for the first time or if you're here all day, thank you so much. Welcome to the chillest stream on a Thursday that's ever been Thursdayed. I wanted to say the chillest Thursday you've ever experienced, but who knows how chill your Thursday's really going? I don't know, but I hope it's as chill as I'm feeling today. Low energy vibes here today. And my banana was delicious. Ooh, banana. Oh, caffeinated spirit. Dude, what a punk. You can only get one golden statue. That's the worst. Sometimes I mute when I walk away and sometimes I don't. So I just debate myself. Apparently we're having too chill of a day. So chill that we don't even have our microphone on. Yo, nice. Midnight Scout. Congratulations, dude. I'm not sure, Oz. The Precious Gems quest. Anybody know about that quest on DDV? How does that work? Really wish I had a pool today. Yeah, today's a pool kind of day. I should go down to the public pool. Get my swimming on. I want to go get I'd love to get a membership to the YMCA. Yeah, too chill of a day. This guy forgot how to stream. He's being so chill. You ever went to a stream that is so chill that the streamer doesn't even know they're streaming? Dag. Yo, this guy's the definition of chill. You look it up in the dictionary and it says the word chill next to his name. I forgot to grab my phone. Frick. I guess nobody can get a hold of me today. Whoopsies. That's called they're asleep. That's some Inception level of chill. Actually, before we shake fruit, we should shake trees because it's easier when we know what trees are fruit trees and which trees are not. Because fruit trees can't house certain things. Now, I'm not terribly interested in shaking trees the whole way, but I wouldn't mind getting a little something out of this. YMCA pool PTSD for me. I got kicked out for diving into the deep end because I hadn't completed the class. Oh, that sucks. That is embarrassing. Good to see you, SJO. And thank you again for the 1,000 biddies, Shy Chai. If you're still out there, seriously, thank you for the support, man. I meant when I said that. I believe in you, Chad, and thank you for believing in me. Where did that bell bag drop? There it is. Groove morning to you. What's up, FLCL? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, see if we can get... I don't remember how to do this. Okay, so wait, what's the strategy now? We're doing the turnaround strategy. Yeah, the turnaround. And now we can shake with the net in our hand. Yeah, we got this. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. A kitty bookcase. All right, not bad. All right, let's see if we can catch one bee. I really don't want to get stung and then have all the villagers call me out. So let's avoid that. I'm not going to push my luck for too much longer here. I'm not going to push my luck for too much longer here. I'm starting to get nervous now, dude. I don't like this. It's been a while since we tried to catch bees. Oh, you don't want the skid, not the skid. There it is. We've officially been Ritz crackered. Yeah, me too, GG Carlin. That's the goal, man. If Nintendo officially supports this game, I'm going to be a very, very happy camper. Even if they support it in the most minimum way possible. I'm not expecting online support, nothing. Just take the game, make it look a little better, plug it into stupid NSO, and let me freaking play it. Now, the one request, which I would think would have to be done, is they gotta make it to where it can go past year 2030. They do gotta adjust the game a little bit. Yeah, what up, Fliptos? Oh, yes. Rare. It's coming down outside, man. That's why I went on my phone, because I was going to look up my weather. We could have a tornado coming. I wouldn't know. Because it's raining out there. It's probably raining in my house somewhere. I probably should go look at the open windows. Rare. Oh, Midnight Scout. I'm glad you like that. What is this kitty bookcase? All right, let's go drop this in here. Let's go sell this. Yes, FLCL. That would be top tier, dude. We're all losing them seeds today. I guess I'll join in. Ooh, suckers! Rigged! New Leaf remake, easy money. Honestly, the New Leaf remake makes more sense. That's free money. And New Leaf is the closest game to New Horizons. Therefore, it would be the easiest for players to relate to. I would prefer them to do New Leaf, because I think more New Horizonsers would appreciate New Leaf versus GameCube. I know this game is dated. I know this game is outdated and it's only novel for most people. Most people are going to pick this game up on Nintendo Switch Online. They're going to play it for a couple days. They're going to turn it off because it's old, it's novel, it's crusty. I respect that, right? Whereas like, I honestly think New Leaf would be the more important game for them to add to the Switch library, because then more people would get exposed to older Animal Crossing. More people would appreciate what is considered the peak of that era of Animal Crossing, New Horizons ushering in the new era. And I think it would be an important step for New Horizonsers to really like learn and appreciate where the games came from. However, in a perfect world, we would get a New Leaf remake, a standalone game, and we would get Animal Crossing GameCube on NSO. meaning we would get both. That's, I think, the ideal situation here. Because I don't expect them to make Animal Crossing GameCube outside of Nintendo Switch Online. Unfortunately, we do live in the subscription era, and I highly doubt they're ever going to give us a brand new release of GameCube. They're not going to do a physical, they're not going to do a separate cartridge. You know what I mean by all this? Like, it's going to just be NSO. And that's kind of sad because I think this game deserves a remake. Now, the word deserves strong, but I think this game deserves a remake. I felt that way for a long time. This game deserves to be completely redone from the ground up, conceptually. It should look as good as New Horizons, but have the same gameplay quirks as this original copy. Same game, rebuilt with original mechanics meeting new mechanics. That's like the dream for me, because as much as I love this old crusty game and they could just port it and just throw it on, you know, the Switch or whatever and just let us play it. My dream has always been for them to truly remake this game from the ground up and give us this original experience, but with all the modern quirks and qualities. And I don't know, man, I think it would be a beautiful experience, and I think people would instantly see why this game is great if it just had a little polish. If this game just had a little bit more polish, this game, I think, would still hold up to modern gaming. I don't know. I'm kind of curious if people here agree with that or not. I think if this game had a little bit more polish, it would hold up to modern games, especially in the indie market where there's just so much cozy slop that comes out. I think this game would hold up very well if it was just a little modernized, a little polished. Visually, it has to be very polished because people game with their eyes first. But then there needs to be some polish around the quirks, right? Like the island needs to be built into the core game. You know, all the little bugs and issues need to be worked out, iron out. Pretty much everything that Cuyler's doing. 100%, like not even trying to glaze them. All the polish that Cuyler's doing, modern storage, new bugs, right? But with a visual polish on top of that, making it look like New Horizons. Like that would be so good. Imagine New Horizons, but visually, but this gameplay. I think it would work. It doesn't have to be chibi. They don't have to keep the chibi energy. They could make it look as good and as satisfying to play as New Horizons. Give it an actual modern weather system. Think about that. Think about logging into Animal Crossing GameCube and it could rain for the first 3 hours of the day, and then it could slowly go down to a sunny afternoon, right? Like, imagine this game with modern energy. Like, oh my God, this game would hold up. It would more than hold up. I think this game would be popular because this game has a charm and an energy. And I don't think the charm is stuck with the old era. I think in some cases, the charm of an old game is because it looks old and crusty. I don't think that's the truth for this game. I personally think that Animal Crossing GameCube's charm transcends the GameCube era. I think it transcends the crusty graphics. I don't think that's the case for this game. I think this game transcends all of that. And that the charm is in the writing and in the interactions and in the content itself. It has nothing to do with the looks. I'm sure the looks help. These graphics all help with the charm. But I think if you took all of that out, it wouldn't take away from the core thing that makes this game tick. And it's the way the game feels while you're playing it. Talking to the villagers, logging in. Grinding your bells. You know what I mean? I could talk about it for hours because I feel so strongly about it, dude. Yeah, I think I've wanted that, but that's a wish list item, right? That's not something I expect. That's a wish list thing. You know, maybe one day we'll be blessed. The same way that I could sit here and talk about how I'd love Ocarina of Time to be redone in Breath of the Wild's engine. You know how phenomenal it would be to play Wind Waker, but Breath of the Wild? Right? So it's not like this is like a foreign concept. The idea of them remaking old games from the ground up is great, man. And I'm sure I'm not the first person to think this. You know what I mean? Used to love going and playing Wild World and seeing that it was raining in game. It felt special. Yeah, same. I love when you say chibi. Yeah, I think this game will come to NSO though. And it'll get that slight little glow up that it got. Did you guys know that the NSO games are actually widescreen? And like, I knew it. I thought I was wrong, but it's only Wind Waker that doesn't have support at launch. You can go into the settings of F-Zero and you can go into the settings of Soul Calibur and you can make it widescreen. For some reason, Wind Waker doesn't have widescreen support at launch. But my point is that the technology's there. And the other day when I was confused why Wind Waker wasn't widescreen, so we're seeing like it is possible. So my point is like, imagine like they could take these older games and they can glow them up a little bit. They can kind of clean them up and glow them up a little bit. Wind Waker obviously looks better at a higher resolution than it did on the GameCube. And I would just love to see this game at a more native, higher resolution. Like that would be a nice thing to see the textures all cleaned up. Yeah, Atomic Potato, I actually knew that. Did the OGs of those games support widescreen? That's a good question. I'm not sure. But now that you mention it, I bet you they did. Because that actually makes the most sense. Because we all know Nintendo's kind of lazy. Like, they ain't gonna put work in where they don't need to. So like, I was over here thinking, oh, they probably put extra work in. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Like, no, they didn't, right? Like, who am I fooling? No, they didn't. Oh, see? Soul Calibur 2 and F-Zero GX launched with widescreen. See? Yeah, there it is. See, I didn't even know that. It's so sad because it took me less than a day to add widescreen to Deluxe. And it works. The widescreen support for this game is great. Yeah. Oh my, those sharpest mandibles. Truly frightening. Honestly, what could be more off-putting than those? I didn't know the GameCube supported widescreen at all. It must have been like the later games, right? It must have been like some of the later games. Like Soul Calibur, I think, was on like the second half of the GameCube. But maybe some games were just built differently, right? Like, yes, that's probably a developer choice. Whereas, like, for example, did you guys know that there were games for the Switch that were released that have uncapped frame rates? Like, they had the option to have a Switch activated to uncap the frame rate or to increase the frame rate. And they did that even though the Switch limited at the time to 30 or 60. So now that we have the Switch 2, people are going into those games. They're realizing that those games are now at higher frame rates because even though the game was running at 30 FPS because that's what they had to lock it to due to performance. A game like, I think one of the Xenoblades was an example that like, but technically it had the option for 60 FPS, but they weren't able to activate it. Whereas now the Switch 2 can activate it. So some of these game companies actually thought ahead and said, well, if we're going to be getting this, if we're going to, get the opportunity to play this game in the future on a different console, or maybe they were just doing it for game preservation's sake or whatever the reasoning, we're able to take advantage of that with the Switch 2 now. right? So it's like pretty interesting. Like I wouldn't be surprised if some of those older games put widescreen support in their game, knowing that down the road televisions were going to be growing and changing at the time, and more households would get widescreen TVs. Because around the GameCube era was when we started seeing more 16:9 CRTs. Right? So like maybe they were just thinking really far ahead, you know? So the GameCube doesn't actually support widescreen. The internal frame buffer is 4:3, but to do widescreen, it squashes the x-axis and your TV stretches it back out. That's so goofy. I've been making games with dynamic time steps for 15 years. Nintendo's just horrible at adapting. Yeah, they really are. New Horizons is 30 FPS fixed. Yeah, right. So now, in theory, they could put out a patch and update it, right? Though, like that is a possibility, but it would take a full blown out update or patch for them to do that. To my understanding, you can patch FPS increases. I think so. Like you can, like you could take a game that's native at 30 FPS and you can patch it to be higher. That is a possibility. Are they going to do that? Yeah. But it is a possibility, right? I'm just kind of curious as far as hardware and technology goes. You can do that through a patch if you really wanted to. Yeah. It would be a lot of effort because I suspect a bunch of the code is hardlocked at 30. That makes sense, right? So there could be limitations based off of the way they wrote the game to make it be a pretty complicated process. So maybe not every game would be a good candidate for 60 FPS if it's just coded in a way that it's just not really smart or a good investment or whatever, right? So that makes sense. Yeah. I've seen that before with different games. That makes sense. That makes sense. Cool. All right. Let's go see if we can get a job this afternoon. We're selling some fruits and getting ourselves some cash. We have to pay off 250,000 bells for the next house upgrade. And we have plenty of fruit around here to do so. We'll gradually sell our fruit here. Rare. Tangy might have went inside for lunch. She sure did. So. Gross! What is that? Is that natural? Did someone do that to you? Did you eat something really weird? Does it like hurt? How did it happen? Why is it so swollen? Can you see all right like that? Can you see all right like that? Wow, Hylian, I'm like so glad I'm not you. Oh, she hates us. Tabby spends almost every waking hour fishing, but still hasn't caught even a tiny small bass. Yeah, what's up, Courtney? Yeah, me too, Silent Shelf. FPS and stuff doesn't really stop me from enjoying a game unless it's like a super active game. Ooh, nice. My redemption favor. My redemption favor. Yes. Nice. Poof. I missed. Dang it. I got poofed, dude. No, I missed the message. All I got was the vanish poof, and I don't have it set up where I can see messages that are removed. That's so funny, dude. You had to vanish. I also, you know what? I can just go back and check your message log, you punks. Yeah, how about that? Streamer remembers that it's his stream. Oh, okay. I'm kind of wishing I didn't do that. I did. I'm kind of wishing I didn't do that. Oh, frick. Bum 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 bum. All right, we're going to Midge. Yo, what's up, Ann? Does that song with the meows have a name? Nope, it's just 1 p.m. This song right here. Do, 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 do. It's just 1 p.m. 1 p.m. in game. Meow. Oh, Highland, you're really puffed up. Does it hurt? It sure looks like it hurts. Yeah, this song lives in my head too. Ethereal Olive. Yeah, exclamation point Apple TV. Yeah, we got the link for you. Nice, we got the videotape. Bum bum bum. Tangy, we got the thing that you asked us to do. Please don't be mad at us anymore. Hola, how's your day? Anyways, what's up? Delivery. Got your videotape. Hey, you got my videotape back. Sweet. If I had known getting it back was going to be this easy, I'd have gotten it myself. Some stationery. She's still pissed. Honestly, a ringtone for Apple TV would be kind of chill. I support that vision. Your phone rings, mine doesn't. I get phone calls every once in a while. It's I forget that I have a ringer until I hear it. My phone ringer is actually 6 a.m. Animal Crossing GameCube 6 a.m. is my ringtone. So this is what it sounds like. Hold on. This is my ringtone. Oh, nice, Dazabound. Now, because I don't get phone calls, but I do get text, what I did to circumvent the fact that I have no friends and nobody has any reason to be calling me is that I have it also set as my text message tone. So every time I get a text, I hear the first like 20 seconds of this. It's a pretty long text tone, to be fair. But like, I don't care. iPhone doesn't let people add your own ringtone. There's actually a workaround. You can do it. Yeah, I have an iPhone. I did it. It's annoying though, but there is a workaround. You have to use like the GarageBand like app on that comes with iPhone, and then you have to like convert it to a special file. It's like it's super goofy, but you can do it. I've done it. Yeah. All my iPhones totes are on my own. Yeah. Like when you first open up your iPhone and go to select ringtones, it seemingly presents you with no option to make a custom ringtone. I also thought the same thing at first glance when I came from an Android. But like I said, with a pretty simple, but maybe, you know, tedious workaround, you can get your own sounds. Yeah, it's very doable. You have a lot of your own ringtones made for my music? Nice, nice Neanderthal, yeah. Yeah, I've done it as well. It's not too bad to do. Yeah, I did make it sound like it was complicated, but it's not complicated at all. It is, I would argue that it's also pretty simple. It's just not as straightforward as you would hope is kind of my point. Whereas like on an Android phone, you literally just choose the file. You put the file on your phone, you go to ringtone, you click the option, done. But like for some reason on iPhone, you have to like, it's not quite as simple. It's like you have to like make a clip of the song or something. I don't know. Maybe I overcomplicated it. Maybe there's an easier way, but it's just not as straightforward. All right, I'm very tempted to go to my island here today and go check out the storage there, which means I would have to bring a storage unit with me. Android does sound easier. Yeah, I think it's a little easier. All right, let's take this with us. And then we're going to test out taking our storage unit to the island, which means I would like to maybe grab some of these old tickets. And I love how smooth taking the tickets out is. All right, perfect. Apple requires you to solve their puzzle and dance a little jig before they allow anything. GameCube block is incredible. I know, right, dude? Thank you. Thank you. You're incredible. Nice. All right. We're going to go ahead and just throw this in a letter for now. I don't want to get on Captain's boat with any tools. I actually, before I go to the island, because I'm still just nervous about everything when it comes to emulation, is I'm going to quickly do a save. We've been playing for a while, we haven't saved. Better safe than sorry. Yo, welcome back, Corey. Save and continue. All right, nice. Since we didn't save and quit, we still got our Ritz Cracker Eye and everything. It's great. Rare. Fun fact, I might be drunk. I hear wine at 9 a.m. does that to you. Who knows, though? Could just be rumors. Absolutely rumors. Come on! Yes! Yes! No! No! Mushroom mural. Sick. Nice. Enjoy your Red Dead Redemption 2 online. From a balloon? Yes, that's a part of the quality of life. Now balloons can house all the Nintendo like Mario items alongside their normal items. I think that was it. Yeah, it's real nice. Yeah, that was originally from a code. You got that right. Yes, you got that right. Yes, I'll cross. Use my GBA. Oh, so it gives you the option now. That's cool. So you get the option to choose your GBA if you still want to do the whole GBA thing. Off to Gale Island we go. I better go grab my Switch 1. We're going to Gale. Just kidding. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, listen ye to my salty shanty about the sweet lady who once liked me. She looked fair and fine with her eyes upon mine. Oh, until she got ill, seasick from brine. Yar, say there, kid, maybe ye can tell me. What do you think of me, me hair? Be ye brave, me wee fish. Don't squeal out or squish. Don't deter, search for your heart's fondest wish. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, for sure. He knows how to find those Richards and just pluck them right out. Hey, we made it to the island life. Bud. Whoa, gnarly, your face, duder. It looks so bad, man. But your karma must be brutal. It looks like you did battle with some bodacious bees, bro. You should, like, watch out. Hang loose, dude. Dude, I love this dude. Oh, check this human out. You hanging loose, dude? So, are you here to tell me something, or are we just gonna chill, dude? Bodacious bees, bruh. Let me tell you something. Island life is like so the way to live, but there's one thing that's uncool. I'm talking food variety. Man, seriously, when I want to get some munch time in, I want to choose my eats. See, like, I've been eating baked beans every day for the past week. Yuck. That does sound terrible. I like baked beans, but not every day, dude. That sounds miserable. Ah, fresh storage. I do. Ooh. Absolutely beautiful. Man has an island full of coconuts. Yeah, the whole time you think he's about to say coconuts. And that the fact that he drops baked beans is totally funny, right? Like, he's leading up to saying all he eats is coconuts. But he doesn't say it. It's actually real funny. Yeah, what up, Captain Fox? Hey, Hylian, you chillin', dog? Are you chillin', dude? I want to say dog. So, are you here to tell me something, or are we just gonna chill? Hey, dude, do you know anything about a reel-to-reel? I've been looking for one of those. I'm dying to plunk that thing in my room, sit back, and just be like, ah, now that looks good. Until I get it, my room's just a pale shadow of what it could be. Somebody's gotta have one of those things. Yo, what's up, homemade alien? Hey, dude, do you know anything about an ebony piano? I've been looking for one of those. I love the line, Until I get that, my room is just like a pale shadow of what it could be. I'm gonna say that to myself the next time that I hesitate to buy something at like a store for my house. Well, I don't know if I can afford that, but until I buy it, my room's just a pale shadow of what it could be. Maybe he's preparing a bunker. Yeah, it sounds like it. Gotta design a flag next. Yeah, I know. I got the perfect design. It's the arrow pattern. OG is so good. Buy weed here. Stop. What's up, Stars Gecko? Yo, Pine Aura. Let's see if we get the whale. Are we gonna get the whale? Are we getting whaled on? The wind she blows, and your boat, well, she goes. Where's it in? That depends. Nobody knows. Arr. So do ye carp and scream, or do you pursue your dreams? Either way, you'll be swayed by the wind's schemes. True. Hey there, me little grubber. Always keep yourself clean if you know what I mean. He said, rap it, son. Ahoy there, me old mum. Your son, he feels glum. Without my lullaby, sleep won't just come. Ooh, ooh. This is very important news. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh my lord. That's good. I like that. I like that. Land ho! He likes the cut of my jib. Were you in a bar fight? Yeah, it was insane, dude. The people were throwing chairs and mugs everywhere. The bar maiden fell over, busted her hip. It was intense. Either way, for some reason, never mind. I was gonna make a real crude joke about getting teabagged, and this is how my eye turned out, but we'll save that for another day. Must have been that gosh darn Little Mac again. Ohio bars can be crazy. Wait, we were talking about bars? I was talking about playing Halo 2. Yeah, same. I might actually have to go watch that clip. All right, sick. Time for another game switch today. All right, Animal Crossers. We're switching over to another game. If you were here for Animal Crossing content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe over on YouTube and hit that follow here on Twitch. We're going to dive into some Disney Dreamlight Valley. We showcased it yesterday as a part of our sponsorship with Gameloft, the developers of said game, and I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump over to some more of that. We're gonna go see what's going on in the valley here for a bit.